Imagine landing in a completely new country where everything is already taken care of. Your stay, your plans, even the people you're going to share the journey with. No stress, no confusion, just pure experience from the moment you arrive. Travel in 2026 is changing fast, and it's no longer just about destinations. It's about connection, comfort, and finding the kind of experience that actually fits your personality. And here's the interesting part. Most people still don't know how different travel clubs have become. Some are built for deep friendships, some for adventure, some for creativity, and some for pure fun. So the real question is, which one fits you? Let's break it down. Flashpack, Solo Connections. Flashpack is built for people who want to travel solo but don't want to feel alone. It focuses on travelers in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who are looking for meaningful experiences, not just basic tours. The groups are small, usually around 10 to 12 people, which creates a completely different atmosphere. Instead of feeling like part of a crowd, you actually get to know everyone. Trips are designed in a very thoughtful way, combining adventure with comfort. You're staying in high-quality boutique hotels, trying local food, and doing experiences that are hard to arrange on your own. Many travelers say the biggest highlight isn't even the destination, it's the people. Strangers at the start, real friendships by the end. So here's something to think about. What if the best part of your next trip isn't where you go, but who you meet? EF Ultimate Break, Social Energy. Now imagine something completely different. Fast-paced travel, bigger groups, and a lot more energy. EF Ultimate Break is designed for younger travelers, usually between 18 and 35, who want a mix of adventure and social life. These trips can include large groups, sometimes up to 40 people, which makes the whole experience feel more dynamic and lively. You might be exploring cities during the day and enjoying nightlife or events at night, all with people who are just as excited as you are. What makes this interesting is the balance between structure and freedom. Everything is organized, but you still get time to explore on your own. And here's the real question. Do you travel to see places or to create unforgettable moments with people? Gonduana Ecoours, Nature Focus. Not everyone wants loud and fast travel. Some people want quiet, nature, and something more meaningful. That's where Gondwana Ecoours comes in. This travel club focuses on eco-friendly adventures and wildlife experiences. Groups are small, and the destinations are often remote, from Alaska to South America and beyond. You're not just visiting places, you're experiencing them in a deeper way, guided by experts who know the environment inside out. One of the most important parts is sustainability. These tours are designed to be carbon neutral, which is becoming a big deal for modern travelers. So think about this. Can travel still feel exciting if it's slower, quieter, and more connected to nature? Because when you step away from crowded cities, something changes. You start to hear things, notice things, and feel things you usually miss. And here's a question most people never consider. When was the last time you experienced complete silence in nature? Moments like watching wildlife in their natural habitat or standing in untouched landscapes can feel more powerful than any city attraction. And maybe that's the real shift. Travel isn't always about doing more. Sometimes it's about experiencing more with less. Now let's look at something that sits right in the middle. Not too intense, not too relaxed. Intro travel is designed for people who want a bit of everything: culture, adventure, and social connection. Groups are smaller, usually between 10 and 18 people, which makes it easier to connect with others. You might be exploring local markets, trying new food, visiting cultural spots, and then relaxing or socializing with your group later. They also offer options like working holidays, which makes travel feel more long-term and meaningful. So here's something to ask yourself. Do you want your trip to feel planned, or do you want it to feel alive and unpredictable? Because sometimes the best moments aren't planned at all. They happen when you least expect them, with people you just met. And think about this. Would you rather follow a strict schedule or leave room for surprises that could turn into your favorite memories? This kind of travel gives you both. Structure when you need it, freedom when you don't. And maybe that's the real question. Are you ready for a trip where anything can happen? Now this one is completely different from everything else on the list. Light and Land is for people who don't just want to see the world, they want to capture it. These trips are built around photography, guided by professionals who teach you how to actually improve your skills. Groups are very small, which makes the experience more personal and focused. Instead of rushing from place to place, you slow down and really observe your surroundings, and that leads to a different kind of experience, not just memories, but something you can keep and look back on. So here's a thought. What if travel isn't just about where you go, but how you see it? Because when you start looking through a lens, even the smallest moments begin to feel important. A simple street, a quiet face, a sunset you might have ignored suddenly becomes something worth capturing. And here's something interesting. Many travelers say this kind of experience actually changes how they see everyday life too. You don't just take better photos, you start noticing details you used to miss. But ask yourself this, would you enjoy slowing down enough to truly see a place instead of just passing through it? Because that's where the real difference begins. It's not about having the best camera, it's about learning how to notice what others walk past without a second thought. And maybe that's the real value here. Not just traveling the world, but learning how to see it in a completely new way. Before you decide on any travel club, there's one important thing to understand. There's no best option, only the one that fits you. Think about what you actually want from your trip. Do you want connection, adventure, relaxation, creativity, or something else? Also consider your budget, your comfort level, and how much structure you prefer. A lot of people choose the wrong travel style and end up not enjoying the experience fully. So choosing the right fit matters more than choosing the most popular option. But here's something most people don't ask themselves. What kind of traveler are you when no one is watching? Are you the type who plans every detail, or the one who just goes with the flow and figures things out on the way? And think about this for a second. Would you enjoy a luxury trip if the people around you don't match your vibe? Because sometimes the wrong group can completely change the entire experience. Another thing people often ignore is energy level. Do you actually want packed schedules every day, or do you secretly prefer slow mornings and flexible plans? And here's a simple but powerful question. Would you rather come back with photos or with stories? Because your answer to that can completely change which travel club is right for you. The more honest you are with yourself here, the better your next trip will feel. And that one decision could turn an average trip into something you'll remember for years. At the end of the day, travel clubs are not just about convenience, they're about creating experiences that feel personal and memorable. In 2026, people are moving away from random trips and looking for something that actually means something to them. And maybe that's the biggest shift of all. Travel is becoming less about places and more about experiences. So now I want to ask you something. If you had the chance to join one of these travel clubs right now, which one would you choose and why? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd really like to know. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone you'd love to travel with, and subscribe for more content like this. Because your next trip might not just be a vacation, it might be something you never forget.